Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Black Mirror. So, despite last recording finding a way to murder myself by clicking on an electrified wire, things are going pretty well. We're in a new place. We're trying to escape. The question I suppose will come down to, are we really going to have to spend...
Probably contain oil or diesel fuel. This one's empty.
The question will be, how long does it take to get out of this area? How long does it take to get the rest of the keys? How long does it take to get into that final fight? Everything up to this point has been really short. No, really, really long. And we need to play linearly because that middle section also worked by when we thought that way. At least for the most part. Of course, then we did also run into a point where the game asked us just to waste time for a couple of steps. Let's see. There's a skeleton. I can't even see a skeleton there.
I wonder how he died.
What did I just pick up?
The cloth is rotten, but still usable.
So if I use this on this, maybe nothing. Maybe I use this on the switchboard. Nothing. And this valve doesn't seem to be anything. Do we use the rope on the switchboard? Nope. It's just out to the tunnel. Maybe there's nothing to even interact with.
Lift shaft. The lift is my only chance to get to the surface. Hopefully, I'll be able to call it somehow.
Is this the basement to the big clock? That'd be a little weird, but because that's quite the distance.
Very rusty, but still in one piece. It's very rusty, but still in one piece.
So, do I put the rope on the mining cart? Not yet, at least.
A big barrel full of oil.
So, do we soak this in here and make a fuse? Nope. Let's just try the control panel.
It's broken. There's nothing in it. Just mud mixed with dirty water.
Most point-and-click adventure games could be criticized for being pixel hunting. This game in particular deserves that criticism more than most. Like, usually you only run into this, it being an issue once or twice in your entire gameplay. Here, it's
part of the gallery
very
is
consistent.
filled up with earth. There's no chance of going this way.
Very, very consistently.
I can't see but a few meters ahead. Maybe I could use the lift, if it's not beyond repair, to somewhere further on.
Why can't you just use the rope on the lift shaft? Off to the engine room, I guess we're going. Do I have any kind of container that would hold fuel? Not really. There's too many dead people. Like, it seems like there was a cave in or something.
I could climb it, but it leads to nowhere.
Okay, thanks game. Thanks for bothering to animate a broken ladder to tell me that I could climb it, but I'm not going to. That's not frustrating at all. Massive flywheel.
This enormous mechanism was used to move something big. Maybe it controlled the main lift.
Looks like if it did, it was running on steam. Can we get it running?
I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how.
So figure it out.
Starting the machine, but I don't know how.
Seriously? Far too passive a main character. I won't do this because I don't know how to do this. I won't try to learn anything new because I'm not big on learning new things. There's something. Pool.
Dirty water with oil in it.
And are we supposed to soak that up, or maybe soak that up? I kind of only have a couple of things. This place looks like a big fire hazard. I'm just waiting to go up in the flames.
A big barrel full of oil.
So we have many rooms, 4 rooms I would say, that I've seen so far. And we found some things, and yet the things we found don't make the most sense.
A big barrel full of oil.
You have a big barrel full of oil.
It's very rusty, but still in one piece.
You have a mine cart. Let's move on to the next room. And you're kind of in that same position again where you can just be very ADD and bounce around and just have that level of uncertainty that you could be in the wrong place or looking at the wrong thing and never really know.
The door is tightly shut. The door is tightly shut.
And if I had the wire cutters, that should be fixed.
The door is tightly shut.
Am I supposed to use the coin on it to unscrew things? Am I supposed to use the knife on it to pry it open? That really worked. Interesting.
A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use. A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use.
Thanks, game. That's so helpful. I take that step forward, make some progress, and you just spit on it. You just spit on it like it was nothing. Give me a hint, game. Give me a hint. Maybe I can open this valve now with the rod.
The slightest bit.
Yeah, I guess that's the idea.
It's stuck.
This valve is stuck. Maybe I'm supposed to use the rag on it. That wouldn't make any sense either. It would kind of make sense if this was soaked in oil. So maybe I am supposed to find a way to get oil on the rag. Make the valve oiled then. And use that for its own benefit.
A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use.
And clearly we're coming back to that. This on the barrel does nothing. This on the minecart. This on the barrel does nothing. This on the minecart does nothing.
A big barrel full of oil.
So open it. Put some oil on it. On something. Oil on the knife? One would assume you don't want to put oil on the black sphere. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong kind of oil. That must be part of it. That it's lantern oil or something that you wouldn't be able to lubricate a stuck valve with.
Dirty water with oil in it.
Dirty water with oil in it. Am I gonna really have to try everything?
I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how.
And there's nobody to talk to, and this was almost certainly what was gonna have to happen. We couldn't move the game forward very well if we were talking to ridiculous amounts of people, having awful conversations. We're just trying to solve puzzles now, and I can appreciate that. Have we tried smashing this control panel? When all else fails, break it. Do we use the rag on the control panel? That would make sense. The rope on the control panel. Do I have something I'm missing?
With hope, there's another exit somewhere.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing at all. Let's try all of these things on top of each other just to make sure. Just make sure we've done everything on top of everything else.
A steel rod with a sharp end. A strong rope. It's sure to bear a lot of weight. It may be of some use to me. The cloth is rotten, but still usable.
And there's just nothing in here. Nothing at all. And we can't do anything with the elevator shaft at this point. So that kind of means this half of the screen has nothing on it. These rocks seem to not matter. Ah, there's a lid here. It's like just hidden. I don't see a lid.
There might be something under that lid.
So I needed this on the lid, not the barrel. Or the barrel's on the lid.
I have to push it off somehow in order to get to the lid. No way. It's too heavy.
So this now works, even though I've tried that before.
I'll try piercing through the plate with the sharp end of the rod.
In the middle. Almost certainly gonna explode and kill you if you did something like that, by the way. The smallest of invisible sparks.
This should do the trick.
That's not a smart solution, nor a comedic solution. But it's certainly clear you're not going anywhere until you get to this point.
The lid won't move.
Seriously.
I tied one end of the rope to the lid.
And tie the other rope end to the mining cart.
All I need to do now is push away the trolley.
Push that trolley then.
It can't be moved.
Seriously? You just told me to do it.
The brake stop.
There was a brake stop on it. Thanks for telling me. Okay, that worked. Was he so certain that that wouldn't have just yanked the lid and trapdoor and killed him immediately? Control panel, does that work?
I think it could work. Nothing.
So do I want to go to dark
It's like
corners?
the ones upstairs, full of oil. I don't need oil now.
Are you sure you don't need oil now? There's a dark corner. And there's a dark corner. Do we use this with the dark corner? No. Climb down. See, I feel like I'm gonna die if I go in the dark corner, so let's climb down and see what happens.
It's entirely dark in here. The power circuit is probably interrupted.
See if we can open this locker.
There's a lock on it.
Do we have anything that would break the lock? How old is the lock, I wonder? Seems like there's something painted here.
It looks like a power distribution circuitry box. It can't be opened. The lid is rusty.
So there's another switch box.
A fuse box. I'd better leave it alone.
A fuse box. And if only I could get in there and see what I need to do to fix the other fuse box.
There's a lock on it.
Key. What did I just do? Apparently I just clicked. Well, at the risk of dying again, I guess I have to climb up and go look in the dark corners. We weren't really in any danger.
It's too dark over there. I'll keep close to the light coming from above.
Okay, good to know.
The war ends here.
Good to know. We can climb back up, and I think we're going to have to. Animation of him brushing himself off, which is a little odd since he hasn't done that in any other point. Switchboard. Can we do something now?
A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use.
So nothing's changed there. And unless you're going to let me mess with this control panel.
I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how.
Clearly there's something to do with this pool. Something has something to do with something. And when we pushed the minecart, maybe we could find something more on it. No, it apparently just disappeared. Or it's in the hallway halfway between this area and the previous area. Normally, I would assume that this section and below are kind of their own separate thing. And there's nothing above that I need, at least for the moment.
I think it could work. Nothing.
Like, first sacred key on the locker won't work. Coin on the locker won't work. Rag on the locker won't work. Right clicking on the locker won't work.
There's a lock on it.
The black sphere on the locker. The knife on the locker. Fuse box. Maybe we use the knife on the fuse box. And that's what we haven't done.
A fuse box. I'd better leave it alone.
Knife on fuse box. Knife on switchboard.
It has loosened.
It did work. I could have sworn we tried that.
I must reconnect the circuit.
Button?
Nothing.
Well, let's connect the green wire. And I have no clue. Like, let's say green wires over here. And let's take the blue wire and put it here. And let's put right here. By default, green should be ground. So at the very least, I should have grounded the circuitry. Or in theory. There's some twists here. So maybe I should put the red wire with the blue, where the blue wire is. Again, 3 options. So the game is being not very helpful. It's just kind of telling us that we can try every single combination, and we should. Let's put the red wire in the middle then, I guess. And the blue wire over here.
At last! I'd say this used to be the lift room.
That made no sense. Twice now puzzles they haven't had any real reason for working, and instead the game just wanted you to brute force it. That's no way to make your puzzles in your game.
Who could it have been?
Far too many people dead in this area. Here's a book.
Maybe it will help me get outside.
Is it a book on how to use a generator?
May 29th. Everything has gone smoothly today. Another day without any malfunction.
Another day without any malfunction. Except for the dreadful heat here. A horrible 55 degrees. If it were not for the drinks from the surface, we would all drop dead from thirst. May 30th. One of the 3 vent shafts seems to be clogged. The men say something must be stuck in it. That would explain the horrible heat. I have to go to the vent shafts and check out the whole area this afternoon. May 31st. Something has entirely clogged vent 2. It's going to take a while before we can remove it. It's almost halfway through and quite large. Tomorrow we shall discover what has been causing the heat in here. June 1st. We finally dragged out the thing that was clogging the second vent today. It was a body. One of the new workers must have fallen down the vent. Nobody knows his identity yet. The body must have been there for quite a while. And the heat here. June 15th. The last fortnight has been peaceful. No major malfunctions. June 18th. Old Morton has gone mad. They found him at the end of the new corridor, just sitting there, gazing into space. No one managed to get a sensible word out of him. He just kept mumbling about some ghost. Perhaps he has breathed in too much gas. I had him taken to the doctor. June 19th. We had another ghost episode this afternoon. Such nonsense. There must be a gas leak around here somewhere. We'll carry out a reading tomorrow morning. June 22nd. We examined the entire corridor and found nothing. No gas. However, 3 more men had to be taken out today. Nobody knows what is wrong with them. They keep saying the same rubbish as old Morton. If it goes on like this, the mine will have to close down, and Fuller won't be too keen on that. June 23rd. It took me an hour to persuade those cowards into the hoist today. Nobody wants to work in the new corridor. They're afraid of the ghost. I had to agree to shut it down. Otherwise, I'd have to go into the mine alone. Day 1. Something terrible has happened. I heard strange, damn strange sounds coming from above the lift shaft. And then it happened.
It changed from dates to just numbering the days.
Tremendous crash. I don't know how many minutes or hours have passed since then, but when I regained consciousness, I was on the other side of the room, and my mouth was full of dirt. I believe a couple of my ribs are broken. And my left arm is so swollen, I can barely move it. I don't know if I'll be able to crawl out of the lift room in this condition. Day 2. It's no use. All my attempts to break out of here have been unsuccessful. Something must have fallen on the ladder access lid. Damn it. The only other way out is by lift, but it is not working. I hope someone will open the lid for me from above. Otherwise, I fear what will happen. Day 3. I estimate I've been in this bloody hole for 3 days already. I'm very hungry, but my thirst is worse. Thank God for all the moisture. I'm drinking water from the pools under the pipes. My arm hurts badly. I cannot raise it anymore. My whole body aches from screaming. But nobody can hear me. The only possibility is that damned lid, or the lift. But I can't do anything about it from here. How ironic. Day 4. I am getting weaker. I know I won't make it much longer. My arm is in flames, and I'm running out of candles. The light is barely flickering. If nobody finds me soon, I am going to die from blood poisoning, or slowly from hunger and thirst. Without light, it will be much worse than even now. I know that these are my last words, but I don't know what to write. Maybe just, if somebody finds this and takes it out to the surface, please, bury me like a proper man. Farewell.
So, theoretically now, if there have been 2 murders by the ghost, and there's 3 people that have been murdered in this place by the ghost, that's the 5 that were needed. So maybe
Who could it have been?
Mordred already has been resurrected.
I found a small key.
That might be the case, actually, because we now have 3 bodies, and if there were 3 curse marks, although maybe these don't count for some reason. Either way it goes, now that we have the key, we can open this locker. Hopefully that will help us open the generator. Hopefully that will help us get out of this area. We're spending an extra hour of gameplay in this area when we kind of didn't need to. And most games would then rush us after this point to the finale, the secret Coliseum under the Castle Black Mirror, but I bet this game doesn't do that. I bet it just keeps dragging its feet and dragging its feet all the way to the end. Like, there's easily enough gameplay here. Well, I don't think it's actual gameplay. It's just wasting the player's time. We've easily spent enough time to have played 3 games, but instead we're just playing 1 and not really doing much, and that is annoying. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.